Hey folks, thanks for being patient. This is the next installment on my Zero Yeti 150 review. Before I get rolling, I went out and bought solar panels from Harbor Freight. They're the anamorphic, I think that's how you pronounce it, solar panel kit. It's a 100-watt solar panel kit. With the coupon, it was $150. That was at the time I bought it. It may have dropped in price or increased in price by the time you're watching this. Anyhow, this is the connector that they use to connect with. This is what they call SAE. I remember first seeing these. I used to have a 76 Pontiac Sunbird way back years ago. Not brand new. Obviously, it was well used by the time I got to it, but this is a automotive type connector. And of course, Goal Zero does not use those. Actually, hardly anybody uses them anymore, except cheap made in China type stuff. Anyways, this is the power cord for my Yeti. As you can see, plugs in right there. That's how you charge it. But the adapter cable that came with my Yeti is right here. I think the first time around when I pulled it out of the box, to go, chuck it aside. Next. But unbeknownst to me, I really needed this. This is for an adapter. Say if you have like a legacy product. Legacy, that's like their first generation of solar panels by Goal Zero. See if the camera will pick this up. Sunlight. Hang on one second. For use with Nomad 13.5, Nomad 227, or Boulder 15 solar panels to Goal Zero rechargers. Come on. But anyways, I just read it off to you. But anywho, the big barrel, which is this piece, is 8mm. Down here is 4.7mm. Well, I have a Nomad 7 I bought a couple years back. I don't know if you can see. There it is. That's the 12-volt plug for the Nomad 7. That's for like your standard cigarette lighter. I have a Nomad 13, but hang on one second. This is the attachment for the new Nomad 13. Obviously, this is the new style 8mm plug, while the Nomad 7, the plug that came with the Nomad 7, would plug in there. For the life of me, I never used it, so I don't know what the hell I did with it. However, that is 4.7mm. And what I was going to do was plug my cigarette lighter, or plug my AC, plug my cigarette lighter into that, and there is a adapter that came with my solar panel kit that can go from this is the female end. There was a male end. Oh, here we go. The opposite of this. So instead of the female end, it was a male end that would plug, that has that kind of plug, and I could go with this adapter, plug straight into there. Long story short, could not find it. However, a little bit something more reliable because of the goofy connections. I hit up computer store after computer store to find a plug. I think you saw this just a moment ago. This came off of, this is a 4.7mm plug. These things are hard to find. So if you have your adapter cable and you want to use the solar panel kit from Harbor Freight, you can. Here, let me plug this in. See if I can do this one-handed. Yeah. And plugs in just like so. And it does work. I did charge it. I ain't showing video of it, but just take my word for it. The newer products, this is the Nomad's 13. This is a 13 water. This is line in or chain in, so you can chain multiple solar panels, like the 13 water or 20 water, and so forth. Let me throw up. I see if I can find a picture of the charging cycles, and throw the picture up so you guys can see it. The Nomad 20 would just take, I think, was it the 13 would like take 27 hours or something like that. I'm just going off of memory. But yeah, it would just take far too long. And the higher wattage of solar panels, the faster it would charge. Let me set this aside because I got some information to lay down to you. Throw that aside. Okay. Here's your solar panel. I suck at drawing, so bear with me here. This is the SAE connector right here. Let me go in on it. This is the sleeve portion, and that's your tip. Coming out of the solar panel, I used a ohm meter. Your covered portion. Let me find. 1 second. Work with me here. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, here it is. Your sleeve right here, that's going to be positive, and your tip right here is going to be negative. All right? So with that in mind, because these connectors are not specific, you have to go further down the chain to make sure you're in polarity. That's coming out of the solar panel. Now, to make the cable that I made, the sleeve is there on the wires. Here, let me throw the splice I did. Yeah, didn't have the right. It was a quick throw together. That's why the cable's like maybe 2 feet long. I can shorten it up, but this was just to get the basics and have you folks kind of see what I did. With this coaxial wire for the tip here, let me pull this off. Bear with me. My video skills subpar. Okay. This is a 2-conductor wire. You have your outer shield, and then you have your core. The shield will be like some braided wire wrapped around a core, which will be insulated, and you'll have to strip strip the insulation off that core, solder it, and so forth. So this is also polarized. On this plug, your shield is also, the shield wire is also your sleeve. That's going to be negative, and the core, which is your tip, is going to be positive. All right. So let's scroll down here. The Goal Zero AC adapter. Now, if I bring this into frame, I don't know if you can see. Oh, come on, focus, damn you. Okay, it's not going to focus for me. But anywho, there's a tip in there. That's just a guide. And if you were able to see, there's a like a inside of a can looking almost. You can see a reflection of the tip on the sidewall. See it? Okay. With DC, direct current, the more surface area, the more power you can take through. That's probably why Goal Zero abandoned the 4.7 millimeter for power, because you have that little itty bitty tip and that little itty bitty shield to conduct wattage, a high amount of wattage. It's all going to be 12 volts, but the higher wattage you go, it's going to heat up and cause a major malfunction. But anyways, on this, had to make sure here. I hooked this up to a voltage meter just to make sure it was going to be correct, because I want to make sure, because I only got one shot at this. Otherwise, I blow that up. The sleeve is going to be negative, and on the inside is positive. This is coming from the Goal Zero AC adapter. So, with that said, if you guys are electronically or are a little bit of a do-it-yourselfer, knows how to use a soldering iron, this is how you do it. I have yet to find the part number. I was actually going to computer stores. I asked them, what is the actual part number? Because there are companies called MCM Electronics, Mauser Electronics, and a couple others. Don't even bother with Radio Shack. They're more cellular and more hobbies. But this is very, very, very specific. I think this is the connector for a Lenovo. A Lenovo ThinkPad laptop. However, the difference is between the Lenovo and this is you see this ridge right here. Okay, and we go up to the Yeti, and of course it's not going to focus. But anyways, as you plug this in, there you can feel it. There's like a click. It's not audible, but you can feel it. You hear it? Somebody's. Okay, I hope you heard that. But anyways, if you do this to a solar panel, that's not going to work. Stay. Okay, let's try it right here. Anyways, you can see the ridge right there. Okay. Come on, and it's very tight. Okay. If I had a regular laptop, this is kind of like a seal for outdoor usage. Generally, you would have that under shelter, but it's always nice to have that little ridge to kind of act as a vapor barrier so no moisture gets in while the thing's charging. And I wish Goal Zero would have some kind of plugs or something like that to keep dust and dirt out of it. But I digress. So, like I said, definitely don't want to, if you get a Yeti 150, 400, or 450, I think it is, do not lose this, because you can make your own adapter cable, because Goal Zero does not make cables for this. This is a ferrous core when this was a power supply. But yeah, Goal Zero does not make the SAE to 8mm adapter. It's a company. They want you to buy their product, so they want you buying their brand of solar panels. Oh, by the way, the cheapest 100-watt solar panel kit was going to be around $250 or to $300. All right, I paid $150. So, yeah, the portable 100-watt solar panel that would fold up in a configuration like this, similar to this, $800. Yeah, so knowing this would help you guys out greatly. All right, I've yapped on long enough. Recap. That's your connector. Sleeve is negative. Tip is positive. This is for the cable. Shield/sleeve is negative. Core, tip, that's positive. Out of the solar panel, the tip is negative. That's positive. And when you get done, put this adapter onto your connector, and when you touch that part to the outside, it should read, it should be continuity, and vice versa. Excuse me, don't pay attention, sorry. When you touch the inside of that, to the outside of this, yeah, you should see that. So there you go, folks. That's my what I discovered. Have a good one, and I'll hopefully have some results for the Yeti 150 soon. Bye.